Good morning, this is the Wild Swan Knit Shawl by Nim Teasdale and Annalise Marigard. We are doing row 70 today. So last time we talked about the players entering the town and exploring. They kind of just started exploring and doing things. They handed in some quests, or not really quests, but like some bounties and stuff, and then they went off to do their own kind of thing. Gray got stuck in jail. Asona started doing some cooking. Ironhawk went off to go get some armor or some weapons or something, and made a date with Val, the dwarven blacksmith. And then Meliodas went off to see her cabin, and then went off to meet up with some friends, hopefully for friends with benefits. Because, yeah, why not? I just love flirting with my players. Just so much fun. Anyways, so that went off. So the date with Ironhawk and Val went off very well. I can't remember what happened because there was a lot of shenanigans that happened after this. I think they had a drinking competition. They talked a lot. They got along with the people in the bar. They were doing stuff. Val was like, it was her day off, so she was like all over the place, placing bets on arm wrestlings and drinking competitions, and there was a possible brawl in the Drunken Wizard, but that didn't really happen because things got settled down nicely. And then it walks in. It's about like almost midnight, or like in the middle of the night or whatnot, and walks in Meliodas, and I think his date went off or whatnot after coitus. And he went into the bar. Meliodas saw Ironhawk and Val together, and he thought it would be funny to play a not so practical prank on his friends, Meliodas. So I can't remember how he did it. So Meliodas, I think, knocks both of them out somehow by either getting them righteously drunk or swings something over I cannot remember what happened there. But Ironhawk and Val end up passing out. Meliodas drags both of them into the middle of the road, or they end up being in the middle of the road. I can't remember. And then Meliodas would think it's funny to strip them naked in the middle of the town square and leave them there. Well, when daylight hit, they were rudely awoken to guards and workers getting ready to go to work first thing in the morning, and they see these two naked bodies on the drunken disorderly on all over the floor. And so cops come, pick them up, throw them in the slammer. They get out after Meliodas gets them out. Now the friendship's a little rocky there, so that brings in some character into this story. And so what happens is Meliodas now has to figure a way to apologize to Ironhawk, and Val isn't really forgiving Meliodas for what he did, and she's like, she tells Ironhawk that we can still be friends, but I don't think I can associate with you too much just due to the fact of who you hang around. I have a really good business going. I respect myself way too much for this. I would be glad to be your friend maybe when you ditch or you find better friends. This isn't healthy, and this is like a big red flag. So with that, they part. And it's not Ironhawk's fault either. It's the mess up of Meliodas. So while this is all going, this takes place over like half a day. So, like, by the time that Meliodas realizes and all of that. So we go back to the church in the afternoon, and there wasn't really anything going on in the morning, just wandering around. Gray is allowed to wander wherever he wants, like I said last time, throughout the church. He's not allowed to leave the church grounds, and at curfew, he has to go back in his chamber. But, so Gray does a lot of investigations around the church, and he finds out that this is a very wholesome church, taking care of families and the poor and people in need. It shows hospitality and everything. And actually, on this day, Eidolon or Asona, they plan to make a big giant feast for that night while they're staying. So he actually goes out and preps for more food, and he sends out word that he's creating this big party at the Church of Aset. So that's what he pretty much does all day. Gray wanders around for a really long time within the church and mingles, and we're going to leave it there. And next time we'll talk more about it. And here is the final piece. Piece for today anyways. Thank you for joining me.